Hey there, I'm Christina True and I'm here showing you my favorite tool from Imaginess, the iTop Brad Maker. And in this segment, I'm going to be showing you some really surprising things you can top your brads with. So the first one I want to show you is this home decor. This frame was made and we've placed just a few brads on here. We've actually done some of every size. We've got the small down here, the medium, and the large. And these were all done with some different papers. And this top one up here was done with a photo. We've also used a lot of the photos on this weekly family chore chart. And you can see that we just went through and took all of these different pictures of people in our family and made them their own little space where they could keep track of their to-dos. A great tip if you want to do photos on your brads is to just do a color copy. The paper's a lot thinner than the actual print paper and it will wrap around your brad much easier. We also put a photo on this little Sweet Sarah page, which is a kind of fun way to make her the center of the flower. Again, we just used a photo, and of course it was on our paper rather than the actual print. And then we've got some cute papers also to add a little bit of dimension and fun things to this page. Now over to this fun little mini album, we've covered our brads with newspaper. And something that you can do to add an additional element to your brad is to go ahead and put some rub-ons or little stickers onto your brad. You can also go through and see how we've added them to each page of this little mini album and added something different. On this page, we've actually thrown in a bunch of different elements. This one, we've got some scrapbook paper underneath, and then we used a really sheer fabric over the top of that, so it gives it a layered look. And then it was topped off with a gem. And then this little brad was done here with some grosgrain ribbon. This one's got some little sparkle effects to it, and that was just on the paper. So you can actually add a ton of different papers or ribbons or other types of things to complete your page and give it a whole bunch of different looks. We've done the same thing up on this little page, just added a gem right on top of our scrapbook paper. And then this stuff over here is really yummy fun. So a great gift idea if you wanted to give someone some special treats with their birthday card. You could wrap up a little treat, and then you have to eat a couple for yourself, darn it. And then you can use those to make your brads that could be the P's for the birthday. And also we did a little O down here for the birthday boy. So I've showed you lots of fun ways, but one of my favorite and one of the most easy ways to top your brads also is with fabric. We have this darling little girl here, Haley, and this is her favorite little dress. And this is actually some of the fabric that her dress was made out of. And so I want to make a brad that she can use to put on her scrapbook page to show the actual fabric from the dress that she loves to wear. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take our Brad Daddy shell, and we're just going to put it right down here on the metal head. We're going to take a little circle of the fabric we cut, and it's about 1 3/4 inch in diameter, and we're going to center it right over that Brad Daddy shell, and we're just going to scrunch down and hold this in our position, and then we can go ahead and just make sure we've got it all down in there. And then we'll release, we'll turn this head around, and we're just gonna kind of tuck as best we can that fabric down inside. Something you may want to do if you're using fabric instead of a paper topper is to put your Brad Daddy basin on top of the fabric. This way you can just make sure that you're tucking all those little edges in. Hold it down in there like that, and then we can pull this out, turn it around, and then that Brad Daddy base will just go right into those holes. We can give it a squeeze, then we can just swivel this head out. Now all we have to do is peel back and pull out our perfect little fabric brad. So I've made my brad with Haley's darling little dress fabric. I can't wait to see how you're gonna top your next brad. Show us how you top your next brad. Email your snapshots to contact@imaginess.com.